Get that like up. Get the like up. We in here. Appreciate you, Vad. I've been summoned. You know, I can't remember how the movie went, but I think if you call that motherfucker's name 5 times, who remembers that? Who remembers that movie? You call the motherfucker's name 5 times, and he comes back with the wrath. Who remembers that, man? Salute everybody in the building. Salute everybody in the building. Salute everybody in the building. Cortland Ross, my brother. Big Bank Hank in the building. Salute. Hey, man, get them coloring books, man. Like I said, I've never seen one. I was always saying this. I was keeping it kind of under the wraps. Not trying to put too many details because I just never seen anything like it. I think you guys need to tap in. Go ahead in the description and hit that link. Also hit Amazon, hit APBT Magazine, and it should pop up right up under volume 3. And from now on, when you hit APBT Magazine on Amazon, you know it's gonna be full of goodies. Full of it. It's gonna be full of it. I promise. I promise. Okay. Harry Hayes, what up, brother? So nobody remembers the movie, man. Okay. Harry Hayes remembers the movie, man. He remembers. He remembers.
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
He remembers. Let's get it started, man. Hit the like button. You know how we do. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on now. You know, they say my name 5 times.
We're here, you're looking for Candyman, bitch. Step back.
It's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you. I'll say his name 3 times. Okay. So I should have been popped out. That's what you're saying. You know, I should have been popped out. You know. I don't know if I'm getting a delay. I got this huge file uploading. I wasn't gonna go up until it was done, but you know, we started getting into it. So I just decided to you know. Anyway, man, look, we're gonna talk a little bit about line breeding. Definitely want to let you guys know that APBT Magazine Coloring Book has launched. The top dogs of the ringside, you know, it's kind of dope, man. You know, these dogs really never been depicted like that. You know, if you look at it on that level, I think that's the beginning of actually, I wouldn't say humanizing them, but integrating them into the, you know, because they got every other dog. They got all these other dogs that they, you know, have on the mainstream type of good level, the good positive level. I think it puts a better positive spin on them, right? And a little bit of culture shift. People can see him in the form, and you know, those questions could be asked in a soft setting instead of a crazy uptight, you know, because most of the time those animal haters, the haters that hate what you're doing with your dogs, they don't have a true understanding about the breed, and that's what's bringing you so much heat time and time again, you know. So that's a plus for the team. Go ahead and hit the description if you're trying to pull that joint up, and you could definitely check it out, man. Get one for the kids. Get one for the kids. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Let me see. I told these busters don't say my name, man. Unless you want to answer the real questions, I told these busters, don't mention my name, man. And you know what happens. You know what happens. New developments. new developments. That's what we're going through. That's what we're entering. Let me see. Get this link for y'all. Damn. There it is. Tapping in. Tapping in. Anyway, man, we just wanted to know one simple thing. We'll get into line breeding and all that. Agent Hersh, you know, and I kept it kind of quiet. I think that was a good thing that I didn't really go in, because it gave him a chance to expose himself a little bit more, right? And all the shenanigans, right? This is what this guy does. You know, he's down at the station eating fucking what's that? A goddamn one of them Mick chickens or some shit. You know, he's down there. You know, they gave his ass a 99-cent Mick chicken, and he's telling on your ass. Just like that. He doesn't want to answer. Doesn't want to answer the hard questions, bro. You don't want to answer the hard questions, man. Why did you kick that wire up under the car, dog? That's all we wanted to know. And you talk about how Walk'em did this and did that and everything, but it always made me think, you know, it was something weird going on with that Walk'em shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think just like with the other shit, with the kicking the wire up under the car, you know how we've been getting new developments and shit been, you know, we've been turning over rocks, bro. Turning over rocks, finding these dark secrets. Okay? You know, motherfucker got his bite suit on and shit. Right? He's kicking the wire up under the car, dog. Right? So what exactly happened? You know, because we've been wanting to know this, and you want to talk about all this shit. You playing my shit, you know, Buck City, going to court, you know, all this shit. You know, you still playing this shit. Old shit. I've been out 2 years, bro. Why you still playing shit? I done served my time, been out, smashed you. Dropped a whole magazine brand. You still ain't came out with the Merino packs. The shit was supposed to come out at the same time, you dumb motherfucker. Right? But instead, what the fuck you doing? Huh? What the fuck you doing, bruh? And you think you a man because they bought you a motherfucking McChicken, man. You going up in there telling our motherfuckers, dog. We now we're not worried about did you kick the wire up under the car? We already know you did that. Based on your lack of explanation about anything, you said you wasn't addressing a guy in Washington, and then you just played this shit all on your channel, bro. You're addressing the guy in Washington, bro. You addressing it, boy. Boy. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. You know, we ain't even cooking yet. We ain't even cooking yet, man. I'm just thinking out loud, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up with everybody in the chat, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't going nowhere, man. Hit the button. You know, hit the button. I know Cece's gonna come down and fuck with me soon. But other than that, we're not going nowhere. You feel me? Let's get it. So what's up now, everybody? What's up now? Oh, Buck City's a bad guy. No, I'm not a bad guy. I just sniff out fake motherfuckers. I got a good nose for that. I got a good nose. You picked the wrong guy, dog. You picked the wrong guy, right? You're going to go at me. You had a chance to apologize. Could apologize like everybody else did. But you wanted to be a knucklehead. You thought that your channel was the biggest. You thought, you know what I'm saying? So now we got a different set of questions, all right? All right, Agent Hersh. Agent Hersh. The comic book coming soon. Agent Hersh. You know, you've been getting that compensation. You've been doing a lot of work out here for the community, dog. You know, you got that motherfucking wire tapped on your thing. What's up with that blue house? What's up with that blue house, Hersh? I bet you, hey, remember how he got quiet last time? Bet you this motherfucker don't. I bet you he get even quieter this time. What's up with that blue house, Agent Hersh? What's up, homie? You like them Marlboros, huh? Soft pack. You like them Marlboros. See you tomorrow, bro. So what's up with that blue house, Hersh? Hersh Nitty? So it comes out that this guy, because I was always wondering why he never wanted to say nothing about Walkable. He never did. We heard about them. We heard about their yard. We heard about it, right? But you're supposed to be playing it all across the board. You know, it's supposed to be fair and unbiased and shit, right? You're diabolical, bruh. I swear you wouldn't get away with that up here, man. There's some dummies up here. You wouldn't get away with that up here, man. I tell you that. You know, because there's some little scandalous dudes that lunch on that type of shit, bruh. You know, they like to do shit, and losers get power, and they like to influence that shit. You know, so I know that shit wouldn't work here, man. So you never wanted to say nothing about Walkable. And I'm just like, damn. I'm like, damn, like you didn't say nothing about, I'm kind of hinting around to it, but it's like, damn, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Construction work. Construction work, Hersh. Hey, what's up with the construction site? What's up with the construction work, bro? You're not much of a, we see you train dogs. You could get a dog to go between your legs, or you could get a German Shepherd to run up and bite you. We see the suit that you got. We know this. But you're not much of a construction worker, obviously. ladies and gentlemen, because this is shit that Hersh won't say. He won't tell you this shit. But Hersh used to work for Waccamaw. Hersh was on the payroll once upon a time. Helping out and shit. Waccamaw, ever since I've known them, they've had a construction company. I will say that. Ever since I've known them, they've had a construction company. It's kind of fucked up how, see, when you put them dogs out there for idiots to get a hold of them, you get negativity that comes to you that you don't need because it's a clown. It's somebody that can't be checked out. Nobody. You kicking wires on their cars, bro. Listen, bro, there's no coming back from that. You could drop, you can rebrand with all kind of guys. Nobody likes you no more, bro, in the community. You're done. You're done. That's what it is, bro. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. You're done. As far as any future prospect, anything, future collaborations, your brand recognition, anything, done. Anything you've ever tried to promote, done. Right? You've been hating on this Waccamaw shit so much, but you won't answer the simple questions. Okay? So you working for Waccamaw. They said you don't know how to fucking work a lawnmower. Your motherfucking ass scared to get on a wire, get on a ladder. All this shit. And how would I know this shit? How the fuck would I know this shit, dog? I don't just wake up. Like I could have went 2 more weeks and just faded into the sunset into the year. I told you this year's over with. This year's over with, man. I smashed. Fucking year, man. Get a coloring book. I fucking crushed. I did what the fuck I said I was gonna do. That's rare in these motherfucking YouTube streets. Because it's easy to hide behind the motherfucking wall. These fake ass movements and shit. What's some real shit? Okay? Real ones align. But let's get back to this construction site. This fucking bum, he can't do sheetrock. He can't do shit. He's basically, just like we thought he was, a worthless piece of shit, right? Because there could be a slim chance that this guy just may be an asshole on YouTube, but in real life, he handles business. But that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. He's a worthless piece of shit. He couldn't do no demo work. He couldn't do a motherfucking thing. So they had to let him go, bruh. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. They had to let you go. They had to let Hersh Nitty go. Listen to me. I'm not going to explain this shit 100 times. I'm not going to explain this shit 100 times, brother. So as soon as they fired your dumb ass, I don't know why they hired your stupid ass, but as soon as they fired you, I would have, let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. This is a fictional story. Agent Hersh is a made-up character. He's a made-up bully breeder. That's a hater. He's a German Shepherd breeder / hater. Turtle / hen. Turtle / rat. That's what the fuck he is. They had to let him go. He couldn't do shit. What are you gonna do? Janae Johnson, Jesse Adams, Ghostface. What are you gonna do? This is your fucking company. This is your brand. You got this grown piece of shit that all he do is snitch on motherfuckers on the internet. So he's already a liability. He's already fucking up your brand. Okay? He can't get on no ladder. He can't run a backhoe. He can't do shit. He couldn't water a motherfucking flower pot if you asked his retarded ass to do it. Right? So it's like, you know what? Fuck it. We always see this weird ass idiot that we always bop over the head for years. Fuck it. Since we led him down the wrong path with his dumb ass, and just tell him just to go somewhere and motherfucking be a crossing guard or some shit. You know, it's like, fuck it. I feel guilty. Let me hire this motherfucker. They said they used to give you dogs and shit, you know, without the papers. And you used to turn around and go sell them and shit. You turning around going to sell the motherfucking dogs and shit with no fucking papers and shit. Popping up doing these little paper scandals and shit. Trying to get, you know, motherfucker barely know what you getting them to sign off on and all this shit, you know. Come on, dog. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Eat that hamburger, that shake. So a week after this is the coldest coincidence I ever fucking heard of in my life, bro. And you already know what I'm about to say, because you already know what I'm about to say. A week after they fired your fucking dumbass, and we know how you are. You a tattle-telling motherfucker. You showed that you is a tattle-telling motherfucker. A week after they fired your handicap ass, they get raided. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up, dog. I cannot make this shit up. Hersh nitty. Motherfucking rat. Now you mean to tell me, based on how this nigga moves, like you gonna doubt this shit? You gonna really doubt this shit? How would I know this info? How the fuck would I know this shit? What? It just doesn't get, it just doesn't get no worse, right? Like it can't get no worse than this. This is crazy. This is what we're doing. So I laid off of him for a week or two. You know, it was like a week or two. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Because he's not answering the questions that we want. What happened to you going to them motherfucking people's house with a wire on and you dropping the motherfucker and then you trying to kick it up under a car, dog? You know? And I bet you was probably buying some rubes from niggas, bro. It ain't gonna surprise me if somebody tells me that they used to serve your ass crack. Got to be more careful. He would have been considered a young crackhead, right? Because a crackhead, they like my uncle's age. You know, they 58 and up and shit, like. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the crack era. You know, them was the, 54 and up. You know, motherfuckers was on crack and shit. You know, young, but you 46, 47 years old, dog, you would have been considered a young crackhead. So you don't want to answer this. That's fine. That's fine, man. You don't got to answer it, dog. You don't got to fucking answer it. You ain't got to answer it. You know, it ain't going to hurt the story, man. Because you and I know what's going on. We know what's going on, brother. We know what's going on. He over there taking compensation. Gotta be. You gotta be taking some compensation. You want everybody to talk about their dogs and shit. Is this like they pay you guys, don't they? Don't they? Don't they? You know, you don't want to answer it. Everybody knows what Tom Gunner did. Everybody knows what Tom Gunner did. What the fuck? What are you talking about? We know what Tom Gunner did, dog. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, dog? Wake and bake. Hit the like button. I'm about to turn this shit on members only. Fuck it. Wake and bake. And we waking or we baking, man. You feel me? So you taking that compensation, brother? Answer these questions. Because you're back talking about the guy from Washington now. At first, I ain't even gonna stud them. I ain't even gonna say nothing. You see, your numbers ain't going up. Your numbers go up when you talk about me. Your numbers go up when you talk about guys like Titan that's keep scaling over you, bro. You missed your chance to be Wakama. Your program is stagnant. You don't have shit, bro. You tried to forward some fucking documents and shit. You got caught. Then you did a video and act like ADBA, you know what I'm saying? ADBA is a great company. ADBA is a great company, but you was a little happy that they didn't ban your ass, and I would have banned your ass. I'm going to tell you straight up. I would have banned your funky ass. Straight up, brother. Don't mention my motherfucking name, you goddamn idiot. Don't mention my shit.
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
Don't mention my shit, motherfucker. Don't mention my shit.
We hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Step back.
Don't mention my name, dog. I'm warning you. I'm warning you, Hersh. You don't have to answer these questions. We know what's going on with this Wakama shit. 1 week after they fired your snitch ass. 1 week after they fired your snitch ass. The police came to their house and took their dogs. Ain't had no problems, ain't had no nothing, ain't nothing. Nobody could explain nothing, nothing, bruh. Then there's a motherfucking email talking about some compensation and shit, bro. In half of it, I can't really take in. It's like, damn, people be sending me this shit. I be like, man, I'm working on this. I'm doing, I'm really just trying to, keep my nose clean, man, and just, just work on, what I'm doing, man. If everybody don't know this dude is a motherfucking clown, I don't know what to tell you. 2026, you got to save yourself. You got to save yourself, man. Or there's going to be an Agent Hersh in your neighborhood trying to take you down. They come in all shapes and sizes. You feel me? Man, I think they lost about 70 dogs, bruh. You know, I think Walkmart lost about 70 fucking dogs, bro. You know, it is what it is. You know, you just got to take it on the chin. You know, sometimes you got to take it on the chin, and it hurts. And it hurts when you got idiots. And if this is what happened, if all this could have been avoided because if a guy got fired, he couldn't do shit. You ain't want to get on a ladder. They probably had your dumb ass. He was probably like, man, fuck that. Hey, he said, fuck that. Because they, shit. You know, Bloodthirst, what up, brother? Hey, we in here, man. Eclectic, what up, brother? Clifton behind enemy lines, what up, brother? Yeah, nah, that's some spiteful shit, bro. And if you look at the personality of this creep, like I've been saying, Buck City's a bully. He's a bully. I don't want to fight this guy. This guy beat me up. I don't want to fight this guy, man. I don't. I want peace in my life. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let me get CC.
In a booth like I smoke weed, still I don't smoke weed no more though. I had to get that shit up, man. Like I sip drink, I don't sip drink no more, man. I get that shit up, man. Shit real, man. I had to get that shit up. Shit was going through my head on so much going through my head, don't know just what I'm on. I'm sleeping in the car, I'm hardly ever home. I'm picking up my phone, I can't miss a sip, I can't miss no money, man, I'm gone. She think I'm cheating on, but that ain't what I'm on. I'm racing to that paper, gotta get my own. Only been home for 2 months, why they asking for loans? Steady throwing up the 6, how much I missed the song. STL, that's my home, I don't know what's wrong. The city up in flames, they steady throwing stones. Can't even chill at home, can't even be at home. I was on that one way in that car, they tried to get me gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. So much smoke off in the air, feel like I'm around Cheech and Chong. I be out the way, he catching plays, I stay off in the zone. My geek told me meet up by mailbox, I'm dropping off a load. When we speak, I don't say too much, we just talking cold. Something like a point guard, pull up, I just give and go. I don't need you with my dough, hundo, I'm up with my own. I know they don't fuck with me, you know I'ma set the tone. Pull up to your block and set up shop, you know I get it gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone.
Yep. Yeah. This ain't just a magazine. It's a movement. The American Pit Bull Terrier. Real dogs, real yards, real history. From legendary bloodlines to modern breeders, keeping the flame lit. Yard spotlights, breeding knowledge, controversy, culture. This is for the ones who walk it like they talk it. No fluff, no fakes, just dog man, dog woman, and dogs. Grab your issue now, support the culture. Because the legacy don't live online, it lives in print. Yeah, man. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, fellas. When you got a rat on your hands, anything could happen. You got to be careful out here, man. With these YouTube clicks and views, it just ain't worth it, bro. It just ain't worth it. Now he's stuck in a rock and a hard place. He don't got no talent. So he can't just go rebrand and do something else. You know, he's going, the motherfucker gonna find him over there and get to trolling his rat ass. He gonna be a rat for the rest of your life. That goes with you. When you die, motherfucker be like, oh shit, such and such died. You know, they be like, oh, for real? I didn't know that. The next thing that they say is your status. Like, were you solid? Were you not? Be like, man, that was a solid motherfucker, man. He was like, fuck everything else. You know, it's just like, you just got 1 second to just weigh that shit out and be like, and that was a solid motherfucker. You know, some people, they standing on that like, you know, man, I don't give a fuck, man. That, you know, that motherfucker, you know, that was my dog, man. That, you know, or they be like, he was a rat. You feel me? It don't matter what happens. So he didn't know this because he's just a cornball, right? People just decided to fuck with him, you know. I guess, man. Look. Wake and bake. Smash that like button. Smash the like. Holiday sales pressure. Grifters. It's a lot of grifters out here. A lot of grifts. Beware of the grifts. You know. Keep that shit in the circle. It's a lot of grifts. Okay. And I'm not trying to detour nobody. I feel like fucked up people. Shit. If you could trust everybody, imagine what the game would be. This shit'd be crazy. You just trust everybody, I guess for the good or for the bad, you know, but there's going to be sharks out here that put a damper in the way you do your shit, the way you collect your dogs. They standing in the way of your progress. You know? So those are learning tools. Those same people that beat you, they taught the next man so much. The next man was able to learn so much from that same encounter that helped his game, stepped his game up. You feel me? So watch out for those grifts. You know, they're out there. Everybody's trying to get that shit all. You know, I done seen the wildest sales pitches, bro. You know, dudes say they don't sell dogs and, you know, all this shit. Man, listen, bro. Sell the stupid ass dog, bro. You know, these dumbass dogs, you can't take them with you. You know, them motherfuckers die like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just a lot, man, dealing with these dogs anyway. So my thing is I could dog a little bit longer if I let a couple go. You know, you let a couple go. Sometimes that motherfucker might take care of the dog better than you. You'd be surprised. That dog make it to a level where you're able to get the dog back one day. Right. So now the sales pitches is at an all-time high. You're going to hear the wildest shit about these dogs, how this and that, you know. You know, I mean, shit. It's a lot of shooting in the dark, man. It's a lot of gambling going on. A lot of hype on faiths and dreams and shit. You know, instead of actual numbers. A good dog is worth 20 good pedigrees. Good dog with a good pedigree is worth 100. Good dog, good pedigree, and he's producing. He's worth 1,000. You know, you just can't go through them like that. You just can't, you know, reshuffling the deck when you already got good dogs. Never satisfied, looking at what they got, you know, not giving your dogs a chance to develop. It's real talk out here, man. Real talk. You know, we go down these rabbit holes all the time. I love it. They getting your shit. Everything I said, it came to fruition. Everything. Show you. You know, there's a new term, piggybackers. Piggybackers. Get the new magazine. It's an article in there. Piggybackers. You're going to like it. It's going to tell you exactly what you don't want to be. Right. Paying homage, you're giving respect, you know, that's one thing. But at the end of the day, you're your own man. Just because somebody had good dog, that's not enough to stamp anything. That's not enough to stamp an approval for anything. You got to understand. There's some of the most lying piece of shit motherfuckers on the planet in the dog game. You need to know that. Okay? Telling you, you know. A lot of skeletons in motherfuckers' closets. You know, they don't put their shit on there. You don't know who these dudes really are, you know. So you gotta move. You gotta move accordingly. Hey man. Appreciate all the support, man. Everybody sharing this shit, you know. Oh shit. Dinner. Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner at my place. It's gonna be a motherfucking, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of them parties. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, and I ain't been paying attention, but did anybody address those, you know, the child abuse, you know, situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta watch this shit, dog. You know. You know, like everybody ain't who you think they are, bruh. Everybody ain't who you think they are, man. My partner told me, man, there's most liars, cheaters, adulterers, you know, all kind. You're gonna get everything in these dogs, bruh. Motherfucker would Jew you out of some shit, Jew you out of some paperwork. You know, so be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this line breeding. This line breeding we got going on. I put a couple of examples of some line breeding that you guys could check out. This one is Hobbs Tuffy. She's off Patrick's Commander Whitehead, direct son of Bolio. You see that's heavy down on the Bolio. They was, doing a whole lot of inbreeding on top. Then they basically line bred it with a half sister that's, you know what I'm saying, that's bred up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real good, heavy, tight inbreeding and then doing some line breeding, like I wouldn't do this type of shit just with anybody's blood or just anything though. I think you'll do yourself a disservice if you breed like this if the dogs aren't who they say they are, just by experience watching these trends do and what they've been doing. And a lot of times when you get a really nice pedigree, it's a lot of times loaded up with a lot of bad traits too. You got to understand that it's not just good traits. No dog just throws 100% good traits, or the female that you pair it with, it's not gonna come together, to where, these dogs are significant. And maybe they might be good 3 or 4 generations down the line. Maybe. But the trick to it, if that was the case, we would never have the pursuit to have good dogs in the first place. It would be completely pointless. Right? Because we could just breed up garbage all up until it turns into gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody gets that same experience. That's just how it goes. Some people get it in generation 1, some people get it in generation 8. Keep breeding. You don't need to add anything. You don't need to cull. You don't need to do nothing. That's just what it is, that's setting yourself up for failure. It is. This one right here, heavy line bred, doing some inbreeding, line breeding. You got Frisco. This is that Miss Frisco bitch. You got some Frisco, heavy Chinaman, inbred Chinaman, Frisco at the bottom. That same Hobbs Tuffy up in there, heavy line bred dog, right? So the formula would be me. I'm gonna hold on to if they good traits, I'm gonna hold on to them, but I'm gonna make me a cross. Let's say these aren't mine. I'm just getting one. I'm gonna do my cross. I'm gonna make my cross, and then if I could get something that stamps the approval, then I'll probably go from then. Like the bitch, let's say the bitch was mine, right? And I went outside, did a cross, and I get something good. I can then line breed down off of my bitch too, because if it came out good, half of the reason was because of the bitch, right? But if it didn't work out and I'm just breeding it just because that it's a Frisco dog, or just because you know, whatever type of dog it is. You know, this one right here, inbred, line bred. Both things, the Tuffy, right? Inbred on China Girl. You know, either way you want to look at it, just if you're tightening up, make sure you're tightening up on good traits. Don't just tighten up because it could backfire, you know. And it's not hard. It's doing better for the breed if you're knowing your dogs are already tight and you're going out and you're trying to, you know, find the best match to make your cross. That's when you're going to see success, not copying the next man's template. Right? That's not where you're going to get success from. You're going to get success from creating your own style of dog, your own template. It's easier to do because you don't know the sauce that he put in. You don't know those dogs. You just see a dog in front of you, and 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be what that blood even represents a lot of the times. That blood could be a general idea of, you know, style and level of just, you know, how good they are from 1 to 10. You know, if he's shooting out a bunch of 6s or he shooting out a bunch of 8s and 9s. You know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta throw the one we had up on here the other day. You know, anything I dibble and dabble. You know, got that microwave in there, got that singing bullet in there, Nipsey. And this is line bred, heavy on the Macho Bear dog. Your line bred on the Alpo dog. Your line bred on the Tango dog. Your line bred, you know, I mean, it's a lot of shit to be line bred about, you know, that envy dog, you know, just different stuff. Line bred. Nipsey was line bred. You know, down at the bottom, more Macho Buck and all those dogs. So it's heavy line bred on those dogs. Not just because of the pedigree, because, you know, these dogs are what it is up close. Right? Yeah, there was other ones. There was other dogs that could have been bred instead of these, and the pedigree still looked the same, but it's about putting the best traits with the best traits. Or who's throwing the best traits, put those with the, you know, whoever got the best traits that you need. You know, if you don't need it, then why breed it? You know, if I don't need this dog, there's nothing that I could say, oh man, I need this. It's nothing there, right? It could be off of Frisco. If you're just needing it just because of the pedigree, that's going to bite you in the ass. That's all I'm saying. So if you put yourself in that rim right there, that'll help you understand the whole concept about breeding. You know, when I'm looking at this dog, it's something that I don't want to lose. There's something that I don't want to, you know, I look at that singing bullet dog, that Buck City Kennel singing bullet dog, right off of Alpo and DGK Miss Blondie. And if you look at the way the Miss Blanco Junior dog right off of Alpo, and you know, they're pretty much bred the same way. So with the series that I'm running, that singing bullet dog crossed with Michael Myers, that was a magical thing. That was magic. You know, so you would want that. You would need that. You would know that, that's something to hold on to. But if you're just holding on to it just because it was a pedigree, then and you'll never know. You never know why a breeder was doing what. Is it somebody could have the same exact pedigree, but they don't know the majority of the dogs in the pedigree. They haven't seen multiple dogs from pretty much every single dog in the whole damn pedigree, right? Awesome beast dogs, macho bear dogs, dogs off of Lynch, dogs off of Alpo, dogs off of Miss Blondie, dogs off of Karada, motherfucking dogs off of the Cameron dog, that turn up dog. I owned him, right? Littermate to Shirley, half brothers to Shirley, that Manny dog, Black Bear, he was right off a Macho Bear, right? The envy shit, I had shit right off Alpo, right? So pretty much you're like, okay, and the dog is still intact and still, a good representation of those dogs I just named. And you've had that experience. It's going to take more than a couple years for you to see that. Some dudes, they look at this pedigree, and even though you can get some Alpo shit, there's an Alpo, plenty of that shit. But if you've seen shit directly off of him, which there's a lot of them out here, then that will be a good start to be like, okay, I actually seen that. What they say, a bird in the hand's worth, two in the bush. Fucking bird, and you already got one. You got it. Don't let them go too soon, because you might double back and you might not get the same chance to do it. It's like a used car. You sell it and then you can't even go get one halfway better than that. Like, you should have just kept the fucking shit you had. Now you done jumped in something else, and that motherfucker's worse than the one that you just sold. Nobody's gonna give you the deal like you're gonna give them. That's rare. Some people, that's a great situation. You need to hold on to that. But most people, they're not thinking like that, man. That's how this world is. We got to understand. And I've always had hopes of people coming together and doing, and not having that selfish mentality and all that, man. Look, good luck with that, man. Good luck. Good luck with that, man. You feel me? That's Tombstone's joint. Roada's joint. Some brother, sister on the top. Then they throwing that Mayday in there. And when you cross that with Mayday stuff, like they already were doing, that's not a cross that just happened out of nowhere. They were already beating a dead horse, breeding that dog to Mayday dogs, that Billy dog to Mayday dogs, Karada dogs to Mayday dogs, his brothers to Mayday dogs. It was a whole bunch of them, doing that cross, reinventing the wheel, trying to. And then you get something because you stayed in there. You didn't bail out. You stay in there. Then you get good dogs. You know how to breed them. People, the education about them is there because you've been through there. So that's it, man. Look, little line breeding, man. It won't hurt you, man. Line breed off good dogs, good traits. And you're gonna love the outcome, because you'll actually be locking in your traits instead of just going anywhere. You're not really locking nothing in. Like, If it's a good dog, that's the one you should be breeding to. He's a good dog. He's producing good dogs. You know, that's the one you should be breeding to, because the chances of you getting something that can produce is a lot higher because he comes off of a good producing dog. You know? So, hey man, and milk it. Milk that shit. You got you a good one that's producing good dogs. If you only can have a couple dogs, you know, don't milk it. But really, the dog's in the wrong hands, because there's more dogs out here that really can't produce shit. I'm serious. You know, it'll literally be, it'll be out of 1,000 studs, there'll be like 800 of them that really can't produce shit though. They gotta actually be paired up with the right female in order to produce good. And what I mean by don't produce shit, like, yeah, okay, let's say you produce one litter and they good dogs. And then all of a sudden you breed that motherfucker 5, 6 more times and you don't get shit no more. You know, it's just hit and a miss. That means that first breeding that you did, that was just like a miraculous thing, bro. It's just, you know, sporadic type of shit, bro. When you're breeding, you don't have time for sporadic shit. You don't.
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back. We hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Step back.
Hey, we hear you looking for Candyman. Well, we know he's gonna be quiet. We know he's gonna be quiet. This the wake and bake. They don't want no action. They don't want no problems. We just gonna play it like that, man, until next time. And you know, till somebody say my name. Was it 3 times or 5 times? I thought it was 5 times, bro. Candyman. Yeah, it might have been 3 times. Yeah, it might have been 3 times. You say my name 3 times, I'm coming.
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
We hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Hey, Ghostface, man, I thought it was 5 times, man, but they saying 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Don't chase the peds, follow results, and everything will work out for you. Hey, now that's for real. Sunrise 1409. Yeah, man. You know, if it worked out for you, my thing is don't be scared to go out a little bit though. Just to kind of separate yourself. You know, it kind of gives you a little more to stand on, because you don't want to go through that as a breeder. Now, if you just back in the day, if you were just a box guy or something, you know, it really wouldn't care. A lot of them box dudes, they wasn't too smart. I'm gonna be real with you. It wasn't a lot of them that really thought about longevity and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got this good dog, I'm gonna ride the motherfucking wave till the wheels fall off. And then when he's gone, I'm gonna be scrambling, trying to use one of his sons or something like that, you know, if you're lucky. I'm not talking about the special guys, you know, the guys on the Mount Rushmores and the, you know, the top 10, top 20 list. A lot of those guys are there because they understood genetics. They understood a lot of things that went over some people's head. You know, this year is almost over. Somebody probably fucked off a couple good dogs that could have been a top sirloin, you know what I'm saying? Top choice shit, you know, today or going into 2026, but they don't have that piece no more, you know? So you just got to figure it out, man. Figure that shit out. If it takes you all year, if it takes you 10 years, 20 years, you know, it ain't no rush. It shouldn't be no rush, bro. Shouldn't be no rush. Clifton behind enemy lines. K9. Hey, salute, brother. Appreciate the support. I don't got my thing. My thing right now. But hey man, appreciate the support. Appreciate it. Gonna get it in. We got some show. I got some shit coming up, man. Don't worry. I just been trying to do my homework though. You gotta do the homework. I love to get up on here and splash with y'all. And I be on the back streets. Believe that. I be on them back streets most of the time. So it's like I'm live, waking and baking with my guys anyway, man, all day. From sundown to sun up. Wake up, do it again. You rock. What up, brother? Musician, what up? Fort Lauderdale, D 3430. Salute everybody that pulled up, man. We're gonna get it in. Because it's too much Custer activity. So we ain't forgot. You know, these dudes, they think they slipped off, and Buck City forgot. And nah, man, we let you say my name, and you putting old video clips of me up and shit. Nah, bruh. We ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that shit what you doing, buddy. Answer these questions, though. Since you want to be coming out frolicking and shit again, nigga back outside again and shit, answer these questions, though. Right? That's what the community wants to know. I'm in the community. These guys I'm just speaking for them. I'm the voice for the community, bro. Agent Hersh, he's gotta answer some of these questions, man. Why you so quick to try to get a motherfucker locked up and shit, man? I seen one of his videos. It said that a kennel ain't got nothing but champions and rom dogs. A known kennel from today. Like, oh, if you didn't just put the monkey on their back, wow. Just diabolical. Diabolical. And I appreciate y'all because you guys don't send him super chats. I appreciate it. Every time you guys don't support that creep, it's a better day for the community. There's dudes that been going through their cases and shit. I talk to them, off air. They don't want to comment, because they don't even want me to shout them out. You got those type of people. Like, nah, I don't even want to get a shout out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, but they appreciate what I be doing, airing your ass out. I told him, I got you. He's like, man, I appreciate that shit, because you're diabolical. And you ain't got no heart. You ain't got no heart, and you ain't got no heart. You came to this community from the German Shepherd sector, but the German Shepherd sector wasn't popping. You needed somebody. NWA didn't come around yet, you know. You needed somebody like NWA to plug everything together. You could have, it could have worked out for you, bruh, with your German Shepherds. But you jumped on that opportunity. Your boy, you know what I'm saying? I seen him. He tagged me in some shit, man. Good job, man. You ain't gonna get me hating on success. You got some ribbons and shit. I see you did it like the niggas do money. They put the big bills on top and the small bill. He had the you had one first, that's good, man. You go somewhere, come back with some hardware. That's good. That's excellent work. This is me with Mike at a show, historical show. Michael Myers out there, all eyes on Mike and shit. And his sons. I had Trap Doll and Little Mike. They were about 4 months old. I scheduled it. I knew before the litter even dropped, I knew that these pups would be old enough to compete in that show. And I said, I'm going to make sure those pups are ready to compete in that show. And they competed in that show. Both of them got ribbons. Michael Myers got ribbons. He was old as fuck. He was probably like 7 years old. Everybody got to see him and shit, got to pick him up and hold him. And you know what I'm saying? It was just a good moment. We took a picture. There was probably 200 years of friendships, in this one picture. We all just, nobody would ever post it. Nobody, what I'm saying? We would never post that picture. That's just what it was. That was the thing that we said, just one of them moments, man, one of them dog man moments, that real shit though, off of YouTube, everything ain't for YouTube, right? YouTube is a great place to promote your brand and all this stuff. It's got great tools and great avenues, but if you use it the wrong way, you could end up like Hersh at that station, hanging up pictures and eating hamburgers and shit. You feel me? That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. So what happened with Walker Mall? Why did their yard get raided 1 week after they fired your motherfucking broke ass? Answer the question. Why did Walker Mall's yard get raided? While you eating that McChicken and shit, smoking them goddamn Marlboros, you eating up all this goddamn chicken and shit. These goddamn chicken sandwich and chicken BLTs and shit. But what's up with that, bro? Why did their yard get raided 1 week after you motherfucking what the fuck? And you've been telling the whole time? You've been telling the whole time, you motherfucker. You've been telling the whole fucking time. And you mean to tell me that Walker Mall's yard get raided 1 week after your motherfucking ass got fired because you couldn't work a lawnmower, you couldn't use no bush clippers, you couldn't work a motherfucking chainsaw, you couldn't do shit. Then you ain't talking about the guy in Washington. But then when your numbers is down, now you want to talk about the guy in Washington. You're trying to make a quota. You ain't got nobody to snitch on now. The jig is up. Dudes ain't fucking with you. Yeah, you got a couple flunkies that still fuck with you. But for the most part, the community ain't fucking with you, homie. They not. They not, bruh. They not.
We hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Step back.
They not fucking with you, bro. I'm telling you. They not. You know, now you mad. Because these guys got more dogs than you now. You fucked off. All them dogs that people been having all over the years. Buddy had his bag up. Buddy was able to get them dogs in. And brand, you know. You know. And now you mad after you sat up here for years and bragged and bragged and bragged and worshipped. Walkama, Big John, Big John, Big John, worship, worship, worship. Then you started saying other people don't have it, but you have it. Now you mean to tell me that the guys with the same shit that you was praising, you still say that their shit ain't shit and your little microscopic amount is supposed to be something. What a grift. What a grift. What a petty swindle. What a participant in a petty swindle. Swindling, bendling ass motherfucker. His name should have been Gwendolyn. Cause this motherfucker be swindling motherfuckers. I tell you. When you see him, call him Gwendolyn. He's sneating and snooting. Snooting and sneating. He's sneating and snooting. You got caught sneating and snooting, bruh. You know? And that other one wasn't doing no damage. So it's like, nigga, what's up with the wire, nigga? So the motherfuckers don't understand what I'm saying, nigga. This is what I meant when I said wire. That little motherfucker right there. This little motherfucker on your chest. Ask that bitch that. Ask that bitch that. Ask that bitch that. Yeah, that part. You hiding shit. You trying to get people locked up. That's your whole MO. So why should we give you the benefit of the doubt now? Why? You don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Corlester, Chester Clester, Corlester. Oh, the court gesture. The Corlester, the court gesture. Hey, what's the what is it, man? You guys gotta help me out, man. You take it, you're getting funneled, you're funneling. You're out here funneling assets. This son of a bitch gonna have a good ass Christmas. They're gonna pull up to his house with a box truck full of shit. They're gonna pull up to his house with a box truck full of shit. He gonna have Bluetooth headsets, all kind of shit. You son of a bitch. You ruthless, You ruthless son of a bitch. This ruthless motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. Come on, man. You know what it is, man. I'm going hard. Don't mention my motherfucking name, you cocksucker. Do me a favor, you cocksucker. Don't mention my fucking name. Okay? Don't do it. Mike Dan, what up, brother? Where the OGs at? Do the OGs approve this message or what? You know? Or what? How we doing it? Is we doing it? Are we queuing or is we queuing? Is we barbecuing or is we queuing in this motherfucker? I'm always about restoring order. You know, we could have did this shit the right way, like I told my partner. With this whole APBT community shit, all this shit. We could have did it the right way together. You know? But we got idiots that come into this shit thinking they bigger than the program, man. I'm humble for all those comments, everything, my whole acceptance into this community. You know, if I never said that, I'm very humble and appreciative for my spot in this shit. You know, for my influence, for what I've been able to do, for what you guys allowed me to do. Feel me? Because we got to understand the YouTube community and the dog community is the same, but it's different. No matter what your credentials are, you know, you don't have to be accepted into this YouTube sector. You don't. You know, so I made sure that I wasn't going to waffle. I was going to stand on 10. We even had trolls back then. When Ram used to pass out dick meat sandwiches and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was trolls and shit and motherfuckers, you know, back then that got that work. We had to get these motherfuckers work. You needed some fucking work. But I'm tired. I'm gonna just hang it up, man, because you guys know what's up, dog. You know, it should be on some Candyman shit. Don't say my name 3 times. 2 times is cool. But you said 3 times, homie.
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
It definitely wasn't him. Where my guy at, man?
We're here looking for Candyman, bitch.
Step back.
If they don't let that nigga go to work, that nigga was late for work and they grabbed his ass to do the movie, man. Bless his heart, man. Bless his motherfucking heart, man. Salute, man. Everybody. We know he gonna be quiet about this Walkmart shit. We know that. And he definitely ain't gonna answer why did he kick that wire up under that car. He's letting these bills pile up. You know, he's letting these bills pile up right now. Right? You forgot to answer about that. Now you're not answering this. Now, did you work for Walkmart? First of all, we're not going to ask, did you tell on him? We just want to know, first of all, did you work for him? We already know the answer, but we want to hear your answer, right? Then, did he fire your incompetent, motherfucking, bottom-feeding, dirt fucking merchant. Did he fire you? You bottom feeder. Then, did his yard get raided 1 week after he fired your snitch ass? And then you didn't want to say nothing about it. You didn't want to say nothing about the case. Lester the court jester. Lester the court jester. There it is. There it is. 601, my brother, what up? Optimize, what up, brother? Hey, my guy's got these collars, man. My guy, you guys better tap in. My guy got the best collars, harnesses, handcrafted shit. This is that Mormon type of shit, man. Handcrafted. The boy's raw, and this my boy. You dig? I love when the home team wins. Salute, Optimize. The home team. You dig? Day one. Day motherfucking uno. Brother from another. I wouldn't give a fuck. Wrong or right. I wouldn't give a fuck, my brother. You know that. That type of brother could get anything he want. Anything he want. Shit. And then we got weak motherfuckers like this that just want to go and fuck with that blue house. That's the fourth question. What's up with this blue house? Woo! Why the police always worried about this blue house? Trying to put the pieces to the puzzle together. This is a mystery. This is like some unsolved mystery type shit. I need to be on Unsolved Mysteries. Storytelling hour. You know, this is the storytelling hour. Buck City. Storytelling hour. Roll up that kush. I got something to tell you. This snitch motherfucker right here, he goes by the name of Pelican. He likes hamburgers and he chills at the motherfucking precinct all day. All day long. All day long. He got his French fries and shit. Bro, you ain't right, bro. You ain't right, bro. You ain't right. Give me a second.
In the booth like I smoke weed, still I don't smoke weed no more though. I had to get that shit up, man. Like I sip drink, I don't sip drink no more, man. I get that shit up, man. Shit real, man. I had to get that shit up. So it's going through my head, so much going through my head, don't know just what I'm on. I'm sleeping in the car, I'm hardly ever home. I'm picking up my phone, I can't miss a sip, I can't miss no money, man, I'm gone. She think I'm cheating on, but that ain't what I'm on. I'm racing to that paper, gotta get my own. Only been home for 2 months, why they asking for loans? Steady throwing up the 6, how much I missed the song. STL, that's my home, I don't know what's wrong. The city up in flames, they steady throwing stones. Can't even chill at home, can't even be at home. I was on that one way way in that car, they try to get me gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. So much smoke off in the air, feel like I'm around Cheech and Chong. I be out the ways, he catching plays, I stay off in the zone. My geek told me meet him by mailbox, I'm dropping off a load. When we speak, I don't say too much, we just talking code. Something like a point guard, pull up, I just give and go. I don't need you with my dough, hundo, I'ma with my own. I know they don't fuck with me, you know I'ma set the tone. Pull up to your block and set up shop, you know I get it gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone. Watch out for them boys around you, don't wanna see you on. Watch out for them people around you, they wanna see you gone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, look, man. Trying to stretch it. Trying to stretch it. We're trying to stretch it, man. It all goes back to integrity, though. It all goes back to integrity. Some people just don't have it. Some people just don't have it. They never had it. They don't want it. It sounds corny to them. For you youngsters, older cats should let you know, because they fucked off good situations behind the lack of integrity. Fucked off good situations that they had. You know. Scars that can never be healed behind the lack of integrity. There's rooms that you can't get in if you don't have integrity. Circles that you won't never know about. Blessings, opportunities. There's a lot of douchebags in these dogs. But there are those ones that stand out. And when enough of those guys get together, you could just close the shop up. It's no more. You don't need any more. Right? Don't be left outside because you don't have integrity. You couldn't come in. You couldn't be a part of something great. You know? That's how I see it, man. That's how I see it. Oh, damn fool. Hey, damn fool, man. What's up, man? Hope everything been good with you. Hope everything been good with you, man. Hope everybody enjoyed this Christmas. I know some people don't do the holiday thing. I understand. But for the people that do, enjoy it for what it is. If it's just family that you enjoying, you know, I mean, you know, these times is always hard. You know, it's family members that ain't gonna be here no more. You know, I'm not going to my grandmas and grandpas no more. You know, I used to do that. That was my every year thing. That was like one of my 2 or 3 stops, you know, for ever since I was a baby, you know, to keeping that tradition going. So look, we at my house. We at my house this time. Get it in with the family. I know it's gonna be wild, you know. I know they're gonna drink up all my shit, but you know, it's gonna be good. Family gonna be able to do what we do. You know, and that's what it should be. That's what it should be. And if it's not that, that's what you should be striving for. That's the ultimate fulfillment. You know, to be around loved ones, fellowship with good friends. You know, being a good person. That's how you have people around you. That's how you build a village, being a good person. You can't be the bad guy all the time. I'm only the bad guy on YouTube. I'm not a bad guy in real life. You know, you can get your issue though. I'll tell you that. That's not going to change. But I don't have to be a bad guy every day to stand on my swivel and not go for the bullshit. You know, it's some dudes that should have got down with me. You know, you should have got down. I told you, like Beanie Siegel, get down or lay down. Niggas didn't listen. You thought it was a game. God, this motherfucker, he just like everybody else. Nah, I ain't never been like everybody else, bro. We're playing chess. We're playing to win. That's what I'm talking about. We're trying to win. Let me see. Yeah, man. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm gonna be back up on here though. I'm gonna be back up on here. It ain't like we just calling it counseling, you know what I'm saying, all the way, you know, through Christmas. Like we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in. Last of a dying breed. You know, it's only so many real ones left. You know, to the ones that are here now that we talk about 20 years from now. Salute to you. You know, what you're doing now, that's why we're going to be talking about you. They're not going to give you your flowers while you're alive. You know, you're me, you got to work double hard. You got to do double just to get a little bit of recognition. I'm okay with that. DGK, what up, brother? Salute everybody in the building. Well, anyway, let me know, man. Hit me up on the back streets, man. Let me know some topics. You guys want to get into something, man? We can get it going. We're gonna open it back up. You know, it's a new year popping up. You know, we could let bygones be bygones, and you know what I'm saying. I ain't really got no smoke with nobody as far as that go. Ain't nobody really did too much. You know, we just been entertaining. You know, just talking shit. You know, but if you're a rat, I'm sorry to say, there's nothing that we have in common. There's nothing that we need to be doing, bro. Nothing. As far as everybody else, you know, let's link back in, man. Let's be on this elevation. Let's, you know, let's get on this machine. Let's turn this machine into a machine that's moving 10 times faster, right? Let's connect. Let's build. All of this bullshit. Stand up for something. Have some fucking balls. You know what you got to do out here. Feel me? DC's going crazy. Burning Star, what up? Salute everybody. APBT, man. APBT Magazine, get that coloring book. Get that coloring book. I think it's about $10, $12. You know, go ahead and get it. There's at least 40 joints that you can color in there, you know. Let the kids get on, color some shit. Do some shit, you know. Keep it going. Keep it positive. Load it up. Support. So that support. You know. Till next time.
Beats by the